Trust me, that's not the weirdest part about today's video. Hello all you, come to think of it, I actually don't know what Levi calls you guys, but I'm just gonna call you survivalists because that's what you must be to have survived this god-awful joke. So Levi is on vacation right now. He's spending some time in Mexico with his family, and for some reason he gave me permission to make this video, so if it's terrible, you know who to blame. So the script says so in all caps. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to tell you guys about 5 things you may not know about the Elven Archer. No, not that Elven Archer. The real Elven Archer. Yeah, there you go. Number 1, he edits his own videos. Now, this may not come as a surprise to some of you, but for those of you who have been around this channel a long time, you may remember way back in the day when I edited some of Levi's videos. Yeah, maybe not some of my best work. But nowadays, he's made the switch to editing all of his own videos, and he's actually gotten really good, not in just overall quality, although that has improved, but also like bringing humor into the edits, which is something that not a lot of editors have skill in, so I'm really impressed with that. Number 2, he got his start on Cupholder Productions. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, great! But for those of you who remember, Cupholder Productions was my old YouTube channel where I mostly made cringy Nerf videos, which was a pretty popular genre on YouTube at the time, so... But Levi's first Elven Archer style video was a video called Exploding Arrows. It was on the Cupholder Productions channel. I'll save Levi the embarrassment of showing it on screen, but most of you have probably already seen it since it wasn't too long ago that it was up on this channel, so. But after doing 3 of his own videos on Cupholder Productions, he went and started the Elven Archer completely on his own. I actually didn't even know about it until like a few months after the fact. He also starred in many of our Nerf related videos and continues to help me out with my videos to this day. Number 3, he was actually born in France and has dual citizenship with France and the United States. His parents were living in France around the time he was born and moved to America only a few short months afterwards. His dual citizenship with France has actually caused him a lot of trouble trying to get his driver's license, which is why you won't see him driving in most of our videos. Action! Number 4, Levi and I were actually in a band together. I'm on my way from misery to happiness today. We called ourselves 7th String Capo, and while it started out as me and Levi just playing in the square for tips, it eventually consisted of me, Levi, Ethan, who you may know from our videos, and a girl named Meredith Sweatlick. And we played like 4 gigs together in the square, and it was really awesome. I met you. I met you. But the Lord had failed me. But my prayers were useless. But that he would never get the chance for me to praise him. Levi and I both come from musical backgrounds. His dad was actually the one who taught me how to play guitar way back in the day. We both loved performing at one time or another. It's funny now that I look back, it's actually kind of nostalgic. Number 5, he inspired me to pursue filmmaking. This one takes a little bit of explaining. So Levi and I have been friends since around the 1st grade when him and I were in the same Cub Scouts and eventually Boy Scouts troop together. In the early days, he was really into inventing gadgets and had only just picked up archery. And I really wanted to be a famous musician, which I, as a 7-year-old with no musical experience, thought was a very healthy goal at the time. At the time, I was also actively trying to start a band with my friends who also had no musical experience, so and that pursuit would keep me busy well until middle school. Meanwhile, Levi was learning all the skills that would eventually go on to form what this channel is today, learning to build, drill, weld, carve things for his various projects. But he also got more and more serious about archery, and it quickly became his greatest passion. And he did so all while dealing with some medical issues involving the growth of his legs, not to mention the finger situation. But those things really didn't seem to faze him at all, and despite having to train with his non-dominant hand, he quickly became an incredibly skilled archer. And he always encouraged me to chase my goals, even if it was sometimes followed up by a joke at my expense. Make that most of the time. I eventually started taking guitar lessons with his dad. We played together on the street for like an entire summer, eventually landing those 4 gigs that I mentioned earlier. And when my focus started shifting more and more towards filmmaking, getting more serious about YouTube, he supported me in that too. Even this last year, helping me out with many of my short film projects for no pay. So all that to say that he's one of my closest friends, and I don't think I'd be able to do everything I'm doing today if it weren't for him. And I'm sorry if I'm embarrassing you with this, man, but it is true. You are my boy. Also, bonus fun fact, Levi now has the most subscribers in our group, which is a title I held for a long time, so yeah, I gotta get working on that.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something interesting about Levi and this channel. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have time, you can stop by my channel to see some short films, vlogs, filmmaking tips, and more of your favorite Elven Archer. Link in description. But that is it for this video, guys. I'm the Joshuographer, signing off for Levi this week, and I will see you over on Joshuography. Peace out. Is that funny? Yeah, it's fine.